Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for part 3 of the ORAS RU Road to Top 10. We are climbing this ladder. We are definitely climbing. And let us look for a battle, you know? What else is there to say? If you guys have missed any previous episodes, some people said, where was part 1 when I uploaded, excuse me, part 2. There's a playlist in the description, guys, on my channel as well. But there's always a playlist for these roads to top 10. We're using a really cool team that my boy Slurm's made. Our opponent's team is also super cool. I like it very much. Actually, Magneton is scary. They don't typically run Magnet Pull though. They run Analytic, which is deadly in this tier. Looking at his team, I definitely want to lead off with Flygon, as it's something that can quote-unquote beat Uxie. How do I win this game? Maybe I can sub-punch around with Poliwrath. I like that a lot as well. Poliwrath is definitely useful in this game. Kind of want to lead off with Flygon because it just gives me the best lead matchup versus something like Uxie or Magneton, as it leads off with said Uxie. And what I can do is just U-turn out of there right out into my DNC and just get up my rocks as well. We're probably just going to trade our rocks right here. Alternatively, I can go out to Sigilyph and just pass the burn right now because he has no burn resistances. So I can go right for Cycle Shift, pass this burn to Uxie. Great. I don't have Scald on this team anyway, as he goes for knockoff, unfortunately. But I mean, again, at the same time, I can always Calm Mind up and then pass the Thunder Wave to something anyway. As he goes right for U-turn, I mean, it's more likely just going to go for the... Can this even kill me without my item? I'm not even sure. I don't want Poliwrath getting knocked off. I'm actually going to go out to DNC right here. Without my item, you probably will be able to kill me even with a knockoff. Icicle Crash is probably his best play, though, overall. But I'm 100% going out to DNC to take him on. As he does go right for that knock. This is more than likely Life Orb Sneasel. No, that looks like a Violite or Banned. That definitely looks banded based on the fact that it's 21.5%. I'm pretty sure that's Banned Sneasel. We're going to get up our rocks as Blastoise is going to come out. And what we can do is go right out into our... I think we can afford to go out to Poliwrath because even if he Toxics, we have Heal Bell on that DNC anyway. And if he goes for the spin, as he does, I can just proceed to go for sub right here. As he goes Uxie. So Psychic is going to be able to break our sub, and Uxie is definitely faster. However, I can just proceed to go for Waterfall as he goes for the U-turn. So I don't really mind that at all because I get off a Waterfall on any one of his Mons. If he actually can't break my sub, that's even better for me, as Magneton does come out. Nice. Next time I can just Focus Punch around too. So I'm just going to go for sub on his Volt Switch. He should be faster. I'm 193 speed. I'm pretty much min speed on this thing. Sub Punch Poliwrath. I did expect it to do work because it's really cool versus fatter teams, but he ends up going out to Blastoise, which I don't mind. I can afford to Toxic him right now as he goes out to Flygon. I'm not sure what he's scouting for right there, but regardless, we're able... I wish I had rocks up, but I'm going to go for sub on his Earth Power as he is Life Orb, and what we can do is just Focus Punch him right now. I'm pretty sure we just pick up a kill. I really doubt that Waterfall KOs him anyway. Focus Punch is definitely the strongest play that we could go for. And we will be able to get rid of this Flygon after his Life Orb. After all that, Focus Punch is definitely going to kill. So Flygon is gone. Nice. As Medicham is going to come out. My counter does not exist. We're just going to go out to Sigilyph if he wants to go for Zen Headbutt or High Jump Kick. As he actually goes for Baton Pass. Wow. Very aggressive on our opponent's part. I like it though. I definitely like it. Icicle Crash is more than likely coming, I would think, at this point. Regardless, I want to go out into my DNC, but he ends up going for Pursuit, which is pretty cool, because now what I can do is go out into my Scavalier and just click Mega Horn. I don't think I have to predict his Magneton at all. I'm going to go right for Mega Horn. I doubt he's going to go directly into Magneton because I could go for Draw Run, as we're able to get rid of Uxie. So now when I defog, the rocks are gone forever, as Magneton is going to come out. I'm not sure if I'm trapped, but I'm going to go for Protect as he goes for that Hidden Power. Nope, I am trapped. Alright, so we'll go for Draw Run right here. We should be able to live this and get rid of the Magneton right now. Great, great, great. So Magneton does go down. 3 big threats gone. Fletchinder is looking really happy right about now. As Sneasel is going to come out. And what we can do is just Protect as well. On the knock, I don't mind. I definitely don't want Poliwrath. This is so useful versus him. I think DNC is just the play as he goes Blastoise. Again, DNC was still just the best player all around. And what I will do is go right out to Flygon on expected Toxic. I guess he could double right here. I could see him doubling, although it's very risky for him. But I'm going to defog these away. I don't think he has Ice Beam as well. He does go for Toxic, which I don't mind. Again, as Flygon's only purpose was to defog away his hazards, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm getting rid of these rocks, all them switches. My Fletching's going to always be able to come in. Double Toxic doesn't affect me at all. I'm gassed, you're not. And we could just start wearing him down with the Earthquake if he wants to keep Toxicking. Like, it does not affect me at all. So I'll just keep doing this. If you want to switch out, you switch out to Medicham. All I see is Acro fodder. That's all I see right now. Nice Acro. So, a Jump Kick will be able to knock us out, as I can go right out into my Fletchinder and click. I could click Will-O-Wisp if I want to, but Acro is just the best play overall. We weaken Blastoise, get it lower and lower. At this point, if I was my opponent, I would actually double into Medicham. So I'm just going to go out into my Escavalier. It's just the best play, as he does throw off a Scald. Because what I'm trying to do is allow myself to bring in my Poliwrath and pick up my kill. So I'll just go for Mega Horn right here. As now, we can just go out to Poliwrath. We will be faster than him, I am pretty positive. And we can literally get our kill. Yum. Don't think he has Roar. Yep. And at this point, I actually want to Waterfall and not go for Toxic because Medicham is more than likely coming out. He actually goes Sneasel, so that should be 2 KO'd by this attack anyway. Yeah. Easily be 2 KO'd by this. As Knock is able to break our sub. But we are able to knock out the Sneasel, and at any given point, I sack my DNC right here, go out to Fletchinder, and just keep clicking Acrobatics to bring out my Poly. Oh my god, that does absolutely nothing either. I even get to click Moonblast right now and weaken the Blastoise just a bit. I'll definitely take that. Yeah, and what we do is go right out into Poliwrath, set up a sub, and win the game, because Medicham has to sack itself in order to kill me. Waterfall does knock out Medicham, and then sub-toxic Poliwrath, man. This thing is so cool. This is max attack Adamant. It should be able to do at least 41% to Medicham, and by far the best play is going for sub versus Blastoise, so we dodge a toxic, and we'll be able to win. I'm not going to choke and go for anything else. But basically, I have Water Absorb if you guys don't know anything about Poliwrath, if you guys are unfamiliar with it, and that's why his best attack to hit me is Rapid Spin. Not sure if he had Foresight on this Blastoise. He probably did, looking at it. But definitely Poliwrath putting in so much work, getting rid of like so many members of his. I loved it. I love this first game. I definitely love this first game. And I love Poliwrath versus fatter builds as well. It definitely has speed for Blastoise, and as well as Alomola, so you outspeed them. And he was in a position where he was going to lose him on. So let us look for another game. First game going pretty well. Oh, I'm planning some collabs. You guys are going to love them. You guys are going to love them when they happen. Some people you might not even expect. We're going to look for another game. Let's actually check where we are on the ladder, if we are anywhere on the ladder. Aim. Nope. Alright, so unfortunately we're not on the ladder just yet. Where is the bottom of the ladder? Wow, we're really close to it, because I believe we were 1370, 1371 is what it just said. And top 10 is actually dropped down to 1582. So I'm not sure if RU's not being played or anything, or there's just been a suspect test. I'm pretty sure a suspect test did end recently. I know for NU it recently ended as well. A suspect test went by. But in any case, I'm just going to pause it until we find a battle. We'll be right back. Right, so we have another game, and this guy unfortunately has a Poliwrath counter, being Venusaur. Definitely cool though, because we could potentially Toxic the Alomola, which I would very much like. Best lead, I would say, is something that can beat Clawitzer, just as a lead in general. Because Clawitzer is just something that I don't switch into very well. Yeah, I'm going to lead off with my Poliwrath, because if he leads off Clawitzer, this is just the best lead. He leads off with Uxie, unfortunately. I'm going to Toxic him. No, that's definitely not the play. My SD Escavalier puts in way too much work for me to want to Toxic him. I'm going to switch out to my Escavalier. He's probably going to go for Rocks, but if he goes for Thunder Wave, that'd be okay for me right now. Like I said, he doesn't... Unfortunately, I don't have Iron Head, but he doesn't switch in well to this thing at all. If I had SD Iron Head, I kind of 1 right now. Yeah, so that's his counter to this. Assuming he's going to try and Scald Burn me. The Anti puts in a lot of work. I definitely want to get up my rocks versus him. I'm going to risk going out to Poliwrath right now, because I can Heal Bell later versus Golbat, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah, so we get in Poliwrath. He does double out into Golbat. Good play on my opponent's part. Good play. Definitely, as he can go right for Brave Bird. Does literally 4. Why did that heal me? And I can just get on my rocks. If he wants to defog, he has to do it later. I don't expect him to Water Pulse when I have shown my Poliwrath. What would come out then? That would be... This puts in so much work versus him, though. But I don't have a switch in regardless. I expect an Aura Sphere right here, maybe. I'm going to go out into my Sigalith, as he does go right for Scald anyway. I mean, I tank it, and I can roost off a bit. We'll see if he has Ice Beam right now, as he goes for Dark Pulse. Regardless, Poliwrath is just a play to make right now, and yeah, this is a really tough matchup. I have to weaken Venusaur if I want to win this game. So I think I'm going to sub right here on Venusaur. Alright, and it's Black Sludge Venusaur too. This is terrible for me. If I weaken Tyrantrum and Alomola, Fletchinder can win, but it's going to be really hard without that fodder in Sigalith. So we're just going to go for Focus Punch. Hit him up, do the best we can, honestly. That does a decent amount, not going to lie. That's a good amount of damage. I like that. I can respect that. Pretty sure he's just going to fire off an HP Fire here, but I think Flygon's just the best play overall, or all around, to deal with him as he goes for Leech Seed. I guess it gives us momentum right now, though, because I can go for U-turn, hit something upon switching, maybe like Uxie or something. Would have loved to have that burn, though, as Uxie does come out. Thankfully, it's tough to call right here. It's going to be hard. I have to go off him not burning my Escavalier with Scalds, most likely. So, hit him with a nice SD right here. Hopefully he chooses to like Thunder Wave me like prematurely. Yeah, I would really like that, because SD is just a play because I need to be able to 2-KO Alomola anyway. Sorry, I just read something. I need to be able to 2-KO Alomola anyway, as he does go Alomola. So his play is basically to Scald Burn me, but I do have Heal Bell, so I can play around it a bit. I'm gonna hope he doesn't Scald Burn me on the first one, as he does. And I missed Mega Horn on top of that. Great. Great, great, great. Had I been able to hit him right there, would have been a solid 2-KO even if he burnt me after. I'm going to Mega Horn him now, though, anyway, as Golbat is going to come out. If he wants to defog, he can defog. I do have Heal Bell on my Diancie anyway to take him on, as he does choose to defog, so I don't mind that at all. I can get off this Heal Bell right now. I can even get on my rocks if I want to, but I'm going to go for the Heal Bell first, because I want to obviously be able to use my Escavalier as much as possible. And Poliwrath is just my play of choice, I think, to take him on, as he does go for that Aura Sphere, which is what I expected last time. Yeah, this is such a... I have to go for Toxic, too. Like, this is such a bad matchup for me. Clawitzer's terrible for me to face. But again, we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go Flygon and then U-turn out of there with that Mon. I guess he could double if he wants to, maybe an Alomola. If he didn't have the stupid Venusaur, man, or if I had Iron Head, I understand why Jorun's there, though. I definitely understand that. But, yeah, U-turn's still the best play, no matter what. He's probably going to Leech Seed, but Escavalier is the Mon to go out into. Yeah. And now we go Poliwrath, because he can't touch us. I wish we had Scald on Poliwrath as well. Poliwrath just to get a bit of HP back versus the Alomola, which is why I made that play. And we're going to attempt to Toxic him as he lets me Toxic him. That's so good. I don't mind that at all. Okay, we'll take that Toxic. He doesn't have Heal Bell. Oh, he might have Heal Bell on Uxie. But I'm not sure if he would actually have it. We can just start Focus Punching, because the best thing he can do is Wish. As he goes Venusaur. Nice. I'll take that because I do have the Heal Bell later. And my best play is easily going out into Escavalier on the Giga Drain as well. And now we can Swords Dance up and start hitting him. The fact that Alomola is Toxic is huge. He even stays in to allow me to hit him right now. Nice. And if Golbat wants to roost, it's going to lose that typing. I'll take this right now. He goes Aloe as well. So we are able to... Ooh, that's damage, boy. Alright, alright. All I ask is that you don't burn me with Scald right here. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Thank you. Ah, goodbye, Alomomola. We take those. Howitzer does come out. And Poliwrath has served its purpose. It beat that, so we go into Poliwrath on the Scald. Ayy! And now we Toxic you as well. Wear you down for Fletchinder. Fletchinder's gonna have a bit of fun. I love it, I love it. I take it. And we got to Flygon on the next Aura Sphere because he has to go for Aura Sphere. Flygon does tank. He can fire off some Scalds if he wants to. He might have Ice Beam as well. Well, we tank an Ice Beam anyway. We tank Scalds as well, so I'm just going to Roost up on him. As Uxie is going to come out, and what we can do is pretty safely U-turn out. I think into Diancie first over Escavalier simply because we can exchange rocks and force him to pretty much take hits as we keep going. So I definitely want to get up rocks now. If his Golbat ever wants to defog, it's going to defog the rocks away from me anyway. And again, we're trying to put him in range of losing. He goes Tyrantrum. Okay, this is perfect. He just decided, no, Fletchinder sweep me. Because we tank an Earthquake, even if it's Life Orb or Bandit. And goodbye, Tyrantrum. I like this game. Let's go. Howitzer is going to come out. It's probably just going to go for Aura Sphere. I can just sack this and pretty much keep his own Clawitzer low. Or keep his Clawitzer low. And what we can do is go out to Flygon and just U-turn it out of there. U-turn just to do a bit more chip damage with the poison. Bring out Poliwrath on what I'm expecting to be a Scald. If he wants to go for Aura Sphere again, that's fine. Or Ice Beam, we tank that anyway. Nice and low. Poliwrath's still putting the team on its back. I don't care what anybody says. We're even faster, so we can just Waterfall. Get off some damage. If you want to switch, you can. I don't care if Venusaur comes out at this point. Decides to go Uxie, so even better for me because we get off damage on that thing. U-turn does not knock us out. He has to go for Psychic if he wants to knock us out right here. As he goes for Knock, revealing his final move. Great. Now we can just go right out to Clawitzer and go for the Mega Horn and get a kill. Maybe I'm being a little bit, like maybe I should care more about the Sludge Bombing Venusaur? Maybe. But Clawitzer is going to come out, and what I can do is hit him up with that nice Protect right here. Stalled. Dollar Protect is just a play. It's the best play. Because we're trying to weaken this thing with the poison damage. To the point where I can go right back onto my Flygon, defog, and then win with SD Clawitzer. Rocks were just up there, so... SD Fletchinder, excuse me. Rocks were just there just so Fletchinder can win the game. Also wear him down with the poison. And then I get to burn the Golbat as well. Yum, 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 yum. So we get to burn Golbat with Will-O-Wisp. Click Acro. Goodbye. It depends what he does here first. He does choose to go Venusaur first. Good play. A Sludge Bomb is his only play, though. Please don't poison me with it. I would very much appreciate you don't poison me with that. Of course he does. And now it comes down to, do we knock out... I know we knock out Venusaur. We're Adamant +2. But do we knock out Golbat? Because then he could just Brave Bird us. So now, if he didn't poison me, I can Roost stall Golbat a bit. But now we have to try and knock him out. I kind of doubt we do. I'm going to calc it, though. But it's my only play anyway. Fletchinder, RU Swords Dance, +2. What is my stats? Golbat. Acro's my only play anyway. And we're able to pick up the KO right there, regardless of the poison. Nice, 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 nice. So what I'm going to do is pause it until we find another one, and we will be right back. And we are back with another one, and I like his team. It's really cool. I like shiny Heatmore. Spitfire like a Heatmore. He does not have a switch into Diancie or appreciates Poliwrath at all. But overall, Flygon's just the best lead. Actually, Sigilyph isn't bad as a lead because it beats... well, Sigilyph is actually a win con in this because it beats Spiritomb, Garbodor, and Virizion to an extent, depending on if he SDs up. We also have Cycle Shift to burn the Spiritomb. Heatmore's a cool lead for him. I'm going to lead off a Flygon just in case he wants to lead off with that Garbodor as he leads off with Seismitoad. So, not the best lead matchup for me. But what I can do is U-turn right out into my my Sigilyph right here. Get my burn. Get my burn activated. And honestly, I'm going to Calm Mind up first because I think he would go Heatmore. He looks like a solid player. This is hardcore testing, so I'm pretty sure he knows what he's about. So we're going to go for Calm Mind on the Heatmore switch. Yep. I knew he knew what he was about. And we can just hit him up with Air Slash right now. Probably going to go back out in the Spiritomb. I would if I was my opponent. Hits me with a Sucker Punch and unfortunately gets a crit. But we're able to hit him with a +1 Air Slash. Doing a decent amount of damage. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. We could just roost up a bit. As he misses Fire Blast. Nice Justice. Immediate Justice right there. I take that. We're going to hit him with an Air Slash on the Sneasel. So we even get a bit of damage off on Sneasel. And what I can do is go right out into Diancie. On the knock. We eat that up. That's Life Orb. Yep. You can tell based on the damage. And we can just Moonblast because he does not have a good switching. Or he decides to sack Sneasel. I'll take that as well because that's one of the few Pokemon that can OHKO my Flygon. So I'll definitely take the Sneasel being gone. Diancie was literally here just for that. Virizion does come out. I can go out into... Okay, if he SDs up, I have Fletchinder in the back. I'm going out to my Escavalier to take him on. He's going to go for Leaf Blade anyway. Yeah. Yum. And what I can do is just hit him with a nice Mega Horn. If he wants to go out to Seismitoad, that's fine. This will do damage. Oof. 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 And I'm actually going to Protect just in case he wants to double out into Spiritomb, predicting my Sigilyph to come out. But since he decided to go for Scald, I'm pretty sure this is a rather safe play. As Seismitoad is going to come out. And as Sigilyph does come out, he does go for Earth Power. And I can Cycle Shift here because I kind of doubt Heatmore's coming out. Air Slash does knock him out at that range. I think Spiritomb or... Oh, wow, Virizion. So that's even better for me as we were able to burn that thing. He does have a Lumberry, unfortunately. However, Escavalier takes Stone Edge and Close Combat, even if he goes for +2. Yum. And there's no reason, there's literally no reason not to click Mega Horn right here. The fact that we burnt his Lumberry is pretty big as well for later. And I don't know if he realizes it, but he's letting me weaken his only Fletchinder answer, which is Seismitoad. He should realize it though. I always have the Diancie sack as well, which I love. Ah, damage, boy. And we even get to get off a Protect as well. More PP. So, if I was my opponent, I would definitely double at this point just because Sigilyph is coming out. So, I want to go for a double Mega Horn, but at the same time, is that a risk that I have to take? Not really, but I'm going to make it anyway. As it does pay off for us. Hey! And he just... Love when that stuff works. So basically at that point, to explain further in detail, if I went out to Sigilyph on his Scald, I lived it, I get to get off an Air Slash, and I either weaken Seismitoad or knock it out. Virizion can't come in anymore, Heatmore comes down. I'm surprised he never tried and trap me with his Spiritomb. That's typically why you have Spiritomb on the team. Meloetta and Sigilyph, you want to trap them, you want to hit them with Shadow Sneak, Sucker Punch, and things like that. Definitely that Sucker Punch crit early on sucked. I would have roosted anyway. And he definitely tried to take advantage of it by going for that Fire Blast. Luckily, he did miss. Again, that was not my fault, though. This guy's team is scary, even though it has like a bunch of odd threats like Dusclops, Furfrou. Furfrou could take Close Combat from Mega Aerodactyl. Just saying. But I really like Diancie as a lead. Diancie in general is just great versus him. And Fletchinder literally sweeps late game if I get off damage on Arrow and Dusclops. He does lead off with his Aerodactyl. What I can do is just Diamond Storm. I'm physically defensive. I take any hit anyway. Diancie also checks Scrafty, so I don't want to get it too weak. But at the same time, I feel like this is the type of player that would have a Sky Attack, Power Herb something. So, yeah, right for the Diamond Storm is we're actually able to knock him out. I bet you he was Sky Attack right there. Sky Attack, Power Herb. We even get the defense raise, so nothing on his team can OHKO us. On top of before that, nothing on his team can... Oh, God. It's out. What does it do? Is it going to Toxic me? It's going to Toxic me. We're going to go out to Sigilyph on the Toxic. Yep. And you can have this right back, bro. Ain't nobody want this Toxic, okay? Furfrou's so fast. So we're actually able to catch the Dusclops upon switching, which I like a lot, and we're still burnt. He might be a cursed Dusclops, but he forfeits anyway. How many points did we get for this? I'll take that too. Alright, so we're now 1406. That's pretty nice. This team is putting in work, dude. Every single member is putting in work. I love it. Even Flygon's getting those clutch defogs off. Like, it might seem like Flygon is the least valuable member, but those defogs, those pivots, you turning out into Poliwrath. Poliwrath is putting in the most work. I think Poliwrath is such a cool mon. I always wish they had higher attack. I don't understand why it has 295 attack. This thing is a fighting type behemoth. But we got another game. Very, very scary team on our opponent's part, especially because of the fact that he has... bless you to somebody downstairs. That's because of the fact that he has Dugtrio. Dugtrio just makes you have to play a certain way. I want to lead off with a Scavalier just because it's... God bless you to the person downstairs. It's really good to just scout versus his Exploud lead if he wants to lead off with that. Also, it beats this as well as it leads off with Togetic. We're just going to protect. If he has Flamethrower, he has Flamethrower. He's probably going to do 2 anyway. But Poliwrath is just my play of choice. I can Toxic him. Poliwrath actually puts in a lot of work versus him as well. But I don't want to go because I get off a Toxic on anything. So I like Poliwrath a lot. I'm going Poliwrath. As he does Baton Pass out. But the thing is, anything he Baton Passes to, it's not the biggest of threats. Except for this monster right here. So Exploud comes out. A Scavalier's like, ugh, I have DNC as well. Tough call. He's probably going to Fire Blast, but I have to go with Scavalier. I can't risk... I cannot risk... I cannot risk my DNC at all because Fletchinder is such a problem. So we're going to hit him with a Mega Horn as his Fletchinder is going to come out. And he's definitely going to go for Will-O-Wisp right here. But I'm going to go for Protect anyway. He might actually double into Dugtrio anyway, but I don't expect him to SD up. He goes for U-Turn, however. Flygon is pretty expendable at this point. I'm actually going to go Flygon on him, on his Acro, because we take the hit and we can take the burn after anyway. And I'm just going to hit him with a U-turn right here. If he wants to go for burn, I get to bring out my Sigilyph right here and take it. So I like this play a lot better. Also, it's annoying, but I have to go out into DNC right now, and we get to go for the Diamond Storm. I have to go for Diamond Storm as well, because of the Dugtrio. He's going to go Blastoise. I'll go for Diamond Storm anyway. Yeah, I have to keep the Yancy alive for this thing. The thing is, if he goes Dugtrio and I get the defense raise, he's not OHKOing me anyway with any version of Dugtrio at all. And I actually hope he goes for Toxic right here because I can pass that with my Sigilyph. So he does go for Toxic, which is great. Because like I said, I can pass that right now if I want to. I'm going to Calm Mind up first, though. Because if he goes Registeel, he doesn't beat me. He doesn't beat me 1v1 just because I could be at +1 or something like that. That's what he doesn't beat me 1v1 because of the fact that I cannot be paralyzed by him. Unless he's cursed, which I don't think he is. I think he's Rock. So we're going to go for another Calm Mind. That way we can take in the rest of his team as he goes for his Rocks. And like I said, he doesn't beat me 1v1. Because I have Roost for Seismitoss anyway. Yep. What I can do is just Roost up and... honestly, just start attacking. I don't want Dugtrio coming out. I'm going to go for Air Slash right here, just to gauge the damage. Get flinched. Ah, nice and flinched. We'll get up to +6, and then Dugtrio is going to force us out regardless. But the thing is, I can take on Dugtrio, and I want to get rid of his Rocker anyway. Like, it's definitely the plan. So I want to be at full HP. At the same time, I kind of like Air Slash right here, just in case he tries to be cheeky and go Dugtrio. I feel like now would be one of those plays. But like I said, best play for me is beating Registeel 1v1, Calm Minding up to +6, and just clicking Air Slash. So we're going to do that. And that's why I wanted him to Toxic me. That's why I actually was okay with the Toxic. Simply because he... Toxic meant that I couldn't be paralyzed by Thunder Wave. So I'll just stall this out a bit more. Let's get up to +6. Nothing makes a difference. Let's just start Air Slashing. There's no point in going to the +6. I can't let him... if he actually sacks Dugtrio, he also loses to this, so... that'd be funny. If he actually like goes Dugtrio right now, there's no point in commenting up to +6. I'll go for that Air Slash. I'm assuming he's Choice Banded Dougie as well. Getting rid of that was sick for me as well. This is doing damage. Hey, I'll take that damage, boy. About to get rid of this Registeel. Or even multiple flinching him. There it is. So I'm thinking he's thinking that he can just revenge kill me after with Dugtrio. I'm pretty sure. Or trying to put me in range of Fletch. But that's why I'm repeatedly going for this Air Slash, because I don't want him to try and get cheeky and go Dugtrio right there. Like, I feel like on any of these roosts right now, like where I have to roost, he should try and go Dougie, but I guess he doesn't want to risk it. Unless he's not CB Dougie, which makes sense. Why would you not be CB Dougie on this team, though, with U-turn Fletch in there? That's what I'm thinking. Let's get rid of this Registeel. How are you breaking through? What type of human are you? You're not human, are you? Alright, so we beat him with 2 more. Well, depending on rolls. I could have went to +6, but I don't think it make a difference at all. Maybe he thinks I'm defensive as well. That'd be awesome. Go Dugtrio. Just go Dugtrio so I win this game, please. I would very much like that. Alright, and we can just roost up one more time. This is the most HP I believe I can be at. Well, it depends. If this next Air Slash doesn't knock him out, yeah, then we roost up all the way to get to the most HP I can. And this is the last roost right now. And then we knock him out with the next Air Slash. Surprised I haven't missed any Air Slashes as well. Unfortunately, we almost stalled him out, but goodbye, Registeel. Hey, alright, so Fletchinder's going to have fun. Dougie's going to come right out, and there's one play, and it's hard into Poliwrath. He has Rock Slide as well. I probably could have taken that, too. I'm hitting with Focus Punch. Actually, no, Toxic is just the best play. It hits everything on his team. If he wants to go Blastoise, after that I can Focus Punch. I'm thinking Togetic might want to come out. That's why I wanted to go for Focus Punch. Because a Scavalier randomly, Exploud would randomly appear. Why? I would not have gone Exploud if I was my opponent. I definitely want to defog, so I'm not going to sack that right now. Escavalier is my play of choice. Because after protecting, we may or may not be able to take the next Boom Burst. So that's why this is obviously my play of choice. And I'm defogging because we got rid of his Rocker, which means that my Fletchinder is going to have a ton of fun as Fletch is going to come out. I'm definitely going to protect right here on his SD. Is he going to Acro? I'm a Mega Horn. I'm not going to risk him doing anything right now. Yeah. This is just the best play overall, I think. And then I can just Diamond Storm right now. He could risk going Dugtrio if he wants to. But if I... come on! That literally kills a Moonblast. And I would have been able to live this hit as well. Special attack drop. Great. That's annoying. I mean, maybe he's not max speed, so we can deal with it. But it's just annoying. And the fact that he went out to X-Cloud, which is why I was like, he has Blastoise, he has Togetic. Why would he go hard into X-Cloud? But that's so annoying not to hit that attack, obviously. Diamond Storm knocks him out with the Moonblast, and I would have gotten rid of his hazards anyway. But now I have to U-turn out of there as well. Assuming he has Deed. Yeah, and now we have to win a speed tie if we want to win this. Or I don't know if it's a speed tie, but we have to hope he had more speed than him. As it looks like we may or may not have. What I can do is go right out to Sigilyph. I think it's my only play. Actually, yeah, Sigilyph is the only play. I think he's going to double right here, so I kind of want to make an aggressive play and predict his X-Cloud to want to come out. But I should have. Well, when in doubt. Air Slash out. Of course not. Must be nice. Regardless, though, I get to go right back out into Fletchinder. And we're still weakening his Blastoise, which is the great thing. Even sacks X-Spell, so that's amazing for me. As Blastoise is going to come out. What I can do is go out into this as fodder. And just Earthquake, I believe, is the only play. Though I doubt he's staying in. Alright, so he sacks the Dugtrio as Fletchinder is going to come out. What I can do is just U-turn out of there. If he wants to SD up, if he wants to acro, I don't know. U-turn is always the play of choice to make. Basically keeping this thing alive. And now we go out into our Fletchender, and I think we double. I think we double into Blastoise. Into Poliwrath, excuse me. No, Acrobatics is the best play. I can always SD up as well. Yeah, SD up is the play. Alright, so we take a Scald, and I think it comes down to, I'm pretty sure +4 Acrobatics knocks out Blastoise. '80 to 97. It's in my favor, and I can't acro him right now because it will put him in range of Torrent, if I'm not mistaken. 63. Yeah, so I have to SD up again. On a Scald, which we do tank. Now it comes down to, well, one we kill. Goodbye. But it comes down to if I can outspeed the Fletchender. Togetic is going to come out. I roost on this. What are you doing? Why'd you go Togetic? Of all Pokemon to go for it, that was not the play right there. Now he can't even kill me with his Fletchender's Acrobatics. And I kill him. And I'm faster too. So that's game. We take those. Boy. So no idea. I made the play of choice that I had to make. There was no way I wasn't roosting on Togetic. Why would I go for that? And I guess he was the, what is it called? Fletchender. Linda. Nope. Wasn't. And I didn't even have max speed. Guys, I had this speed number. You guys want to see the spread on this thing? The spread on this thing is ridiculous. What the hell, Slurms? You see that 24 speed def? That's so you can take unboosted Scalds from Blastoise. That 72 defense means that I can take Acrobatics from Fletchender at 60%. But in any case, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free, of course, to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. We are now 1429, which means where are we on the ladder? Where are we on the ladder right now? Why is Blender calling me? Let's pick him up. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I just got my DS. Is the back, cover supposed to be not on there?
Yeah. You're good, bro. Say hi to the viewers, by the way.
It's just supposed to be the black chunk?
Yeah, it's that black thing.
Very cool.
Alright, say hi to the viewers. Say hi to the viewers.
Hey, viewers.
Tell them you love them.
What's your name?
Nah, I was recording. I was ending it and you're calling me, so.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, go check out Blender. Later. Goodbye, guys.